not about the office of the special prosecutor. It is about a culture that has crept into the investigative and law enforcement bodies in this country, where they invite you, and to quote the words of the chief whip, you appear on your own volition to assist them in investigations. Then they arrest and detain and put onerous bail conditions on you. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, like we say in Twi, etua onyonku mua, etua diem, etua uhumudia, etua nipem. To wait, Mr. Speaker, when it happens to somebody and he's complaining about it, you see absolutely nothing wrong with it. When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend, the minority leader, Osahin, has been raising this matter over and over again, that the investigative bodies are weaponizing their powers, are imposing onerous bail conditions. In fact, Mr. Speaker, in instances where you don't even expect them to detain, because you've invited a man, he has appeared, he's provided information, you know where to find him. There's no basis to detain him. We on this side, if indeed they extend that invitation, I'm not sure we will object. We won't object to it. But perhaps our advice will be that all the other investigative bodies that are being weaponized, which have been complained about, which they turn a blind eye and a blind ear to, maybe, Chief Whip, you should add it so that we can do a non-partisan, diligent job in the interest of the public. Because precedents are being set, which will not be good for our democracy going forward. It is not about the office of the special prosecutor. It is about a culture that has crept into the investigative and law enforcement bodies in this country, where they invite you, and to quote the words of the chief whip, you appear on your own volition to assist them in investigations. Then they arrest and detain and put onerous bail conditions on you. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, like we say in Twi, etua onyonku mua, etua diem, etua uhumudia, etua nipem. To wait, Mr. Speaker, when it happens to somebody and he's complaining about it, you see absolutely nothing wrong with it. When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend, the minority leader, Osahin, has been raising this matter over and over again, that the investigative bodies are weaponizing their powers, are imposing onerous bail conditions. In fact, Mr. Speaker, in instances where you don't even expect them to detain, because you've invited a man, he has appeared, he's provided information, you know where to find him. There's no basis to detain him. We on this side, if indeed they extend that invitation, I'm not sure we will object. We won't object to it. But perhaps our advice will be that all the other investigative bodies that are being weaponized, which have been complained about, which they turn a blind eye and a blind ear to, maybe, Chief Whip, you should add it so that we can do a non-partisan, diligent job in the interest of the public. Because precedents are being set, which will not be good for our democracy going forward. It is not about the office of the special prosecutor. It is about a culture that has crept into the investigative and law enforcement bodies in this country, where they invite you, and to quote the words of the chief whip, you appear on your own volition to assist them in investigations. Then they arrest and detain and put onerous bail conditions on you. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, like we say in Chi, etua unyonku mua, etua diem, etua uhumudia, etua nipem. To wait, Mr. Speaker, when it happens to somebody and he's complaining about it, you see absolutely nothing wrong with it. When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend, the minority leader, Osahin, has been raising this matter over and over again, that the investigative bodies are weaponizing their powers.
My good brother, Nana Say Kufo, producer Afro City Extra, hot in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Once again, today is Monday, another beautiful Monday in the month of December. We are closing to the end of the year, and in just about 2 weeks' time, we are going to hit the street with Christmas. It's no pretty come Merry Christmas in advance, because this is December, to remember most of money yesterday from last week since we began our first broadcast to date. Thank you very much. We have been receiving your feedbacks. Thank you very much. We shall sit on them and work on them. And N.D.C. so that we can stay together on this platform. We are going to do. This is a pledge from the studios of Afro City Extra, transmitted live from the Baltimore High Street here in Kumasi. Now, the 8th of December 2025, some 87 years ago, our former President, His Excellency President John Akufo was born. Any Usikruma, Nananum, Yasuma Santi, any MPP Madam Mitri. And then I imagine we should say just after or more Kai. Omokai President Bufono in the Kabu, like I say. Happy birthday to you, Your Excellency. Thank God for your life, for this good, long, and healthy life. Papa, no, which means no aging. One I was saying, 19, I mean, passing 19. So, I can be here with you. Yeah, it is a coma over everything was perfect, everything was coherent. The man still remembers everything and anything, even in all his 87 years old. We bless God for your life, Mr. President. And then so exactly 1 year ago, and Ghana, Omaima, Yakotu, Abba. Na MPP4 NT Akonyasunti MPP4 Omo Twaso Mo Brigade 8 na Boma Twaso 12 remember na mo brigade dey on the system you we are Kofi Amoabeng MPP Osrekese and N.D.C Timi Atamwosro ahwefo see team different votes were about 1.7 million. The Lions across Africa, not just in Ghana. In our history, that's the first. Yes, the Kuba's record was 1 million. President Mahama said, he said, they want to be paid 2 times. I'm also coming back at you 2 times. The second time, the president was on his way up with a whooping over 1.7 million extra votes or the secure over 50-something% to win the seat for the N.D.C. N.D.C. for our council presidency, Ghana for start parliament. Ye chimu miensa, ye yimu kitwaba akona we Speaker President Michael, normally my minority, MPP for normally 137. All of a sudden, they are less than 80. N.D.C. for air almost 300, 200 and something, and normally for parliament. Well, I was here. Anyway, President Mahama never forgot the day because he was as beautifully surprised as many of us who didn't know the outcome of the election. So, one full 365 days after, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama has issued a statement out there thanking, first of all, the people of Ghana for their trust reposed in him, and then for his party, the N.D.C, National Democratic Congress, for keeping the faith, and by and large, to God Almighty for securing him that beautiful victory, which, according to him, also came as a surprise. So he has a message out. I'm going to go into the message review in the TV, but that is also one of the issues that we are going to sit on today and talk about. That's also a and I say we're crying now. Abana President Mahama Erene, and we're Vice President Baumiazo Elusuye. And so now I finished 8 December. Now you are not yet radio, so you're at TV home. When you say bad to buy the quiet day, I was at included. Over to Hawaii, about a year when you say a what for a member for a fufro. It's not the wood change your NT or train or transfer Florida member. I'm not to my Florida class at time to the idea for you. I will have say, I'm Monundu, I'm a partner in your gravity radio show. Yesterday, His Excellency, the former Vice President and the flag bearer of the MPP, ever made speech. Quite a woman, I'm so because, oh, MPP for data, no, Cabo, while we're in the so no open gap. And we have for a pay a buyer. And yet, maybe Ojano assassin should a green grass on December, but near water should be a green, and this for colors is green. I don't want to when she has to make us say, you have 4 years a wofusum. And I will be any Musa Memma and I am May and Samira, the ever beautiful Samira, Bema no more a draw, bra, a cap of my for Akuma petroleum. I was here, Vice President Baumia, the 10 and Titia said, after 8 minutes, no, that say, Abano, in the 2024, 8 year running, breaking the age now. And 8 minutes in all years anyway, within 8 minutes. Or they concede the defeat. One of the fastest concedes concessions in history, because in African politics, sometimes no matter what, say East in the back, say court to the back, say a population for prime, the back say opposition. And our incumbent party will lose so but was a Kofi Amoabeng. Can I have a was one come down? Can you give a chairman at and say we don't have a chance or goes as what I am both. But His Excellency the former Vice President swallowed the red pill, came out gently and morosely and told all Ghanaians, especially his supporters, that we could not win the election. Papa Gabono Ama, but the training President Mahama at Timukra. And I may as I can't be a comatron and top part of fire, because we know we are a good fee, the Bayana, a Papa MPP could not. Seminoka say, College Center or Miracle, when you computer so that will be anymore as at this time last year. So today we are also going to look back and see, say, the Baumiamuno, how was it like? Na yes, and as I like Kenny saying, na or you intend them to do support train, Nanka, as Sutronia, they are little bit Koswa, na Yahusafi, yeah, shame people for no Gona, and Kafi Wajatumana, and also young Koma, we may want to talk about today. Today, I have a full house. Gabby is back and healthy, thank God. That 2 days per 1 month. And remember, I'm quite a free museum, girl, no way. I mean, I got to do some anyway. I don't know. When you Waba, today she's in the studio, Gabby, who's with prayer. Yeah. And then we have my boss himself, the CJ, is also in the house. CJ, also, yeah. Or when we, or a sportsman and Kobe referee. We because on pass it, profession will be and on pass will be so ever. It will show you referee. And then you'll be forced to have a referee, no big arrest not to alcohol penalties, no Eddie Amaye. And then I have a resource person. In fact, we have a resource person. One of the finest gentlemen you can find on radio or TV in Kumasi. He's an astute communicator, and almost all part of last year, I met him, I saw him, I watched him, I listened to him almost everywhere here in Kumasi. Now contribute to vehemently, passionately, deeply for and in favor of the ruling National Democratic Congress. Now time can you ruling? No opposition party. Let me just say, Mr. Kofi Amoabeng is also in the house. Later on, we are going to go in depth with him, especially throughout today. But before I start, there's something I've always admired about N.D.C. supporters in Ashanti region. Looking at the overwhelming numbers of MPP around you, I always admire any N.D.C. member who gathers the courage not only to see an N.D.C. but to go out there and communicate for and on behalf of the party. Thank you. Thank you. Especially those our opposition. You have to sit and then stay and get your party's message across. Yes. So please, and then excited men go to hot in the morning, live on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube live, Afro City Extra. We are streaming live, and so on Facebook as well. We are streaming live. Now we can begin our topics for today. But first of all, let us read to you the messenger, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama Abba Edra or the chair Ghana for N.D.C. for or my man, Edinka or the other, as you say, a trouble man or Nafi was such as that you can be a day and see a kind of young in your hobby. We shall walk out of Brofo, it Nepoto. We are ever newspaper headlines because one penny has them, he has seen newspaper. This message was released only yesterday from the office of the president. I must say, yes, this is him himself. Onokwana or the Boswa, we hear BBS, but it came from the presidency communications. And if NASCO can help us, can project there, viewers should be to me, I already ADHD. But see, a year ago today, on 7 December, Ghana spoke with one powerful voice. As I reflect on that historic day, I'm filled with profound gratitude and renewed determination. I remember the anxiety, the hope, and the unwavering faith of millions of Ghanaians who stood in those voting queues determined to reclaim our future. Thank you, Ghanaians. You believed in the promise of #Resetting Ghana agenda. You trusted in our collective vision to build the Ghana we want. To the rank and file of the N.D.C., you were the heartbeat of this victory. To our polling agents who stood guard at every polling station, you were our eyes and ears, our own referees, as I called for. That clarion call to go to the polls with our own referee was exactly what it needed to be. That was a strategy to demobilize the plans of the Electoral Commission and neutralize the ruling NPP's calculated attempts to subvert the will of the people. Your vigilance turned the tide. Can we have the message on the screen, please? Now, Otwaswa, oh sorry, Otwaswa, was it to our party executives, our election management team, our communications team, our operations team, our strategy team, our campaign team? Sure. I see, your pre-election strategies laid the foundation for election day tactics approved and shakeable. You anticipated every move, counted every scheme, and ensured that the voice of the people could not be silent. Today, I renew my pledge to every Ghanaian that we are building a Ghana for all our people, without discrimination, without exclusion, without favoritism. The Ghana we want is not a dream deferred, but a promise in progress. My commitment to the hashtag Resetting Ghana agenda remains steadfast, and Vice President Nana Jane and our government will work every day to create opportunities, restore hope, and rebuild trust in our institutions. And it says, to my N.D.C family, hold on tight. Your reward is not just in positions or appointments, but in the Ghana we are building together, delivering a Ghana where your children will have opportunities, where justice prevails, and where hard work is rewarded. The journey continues, the work goes on. Thank you, Ghana. Thank you, N.D.C. Signed, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic. Ladies, gentlemen, good morning again, and welcome back to the studios of Afro City Extra. This is hot in the morning. Why are you sweating already?
I don't know.
It's glad I'm sweating. Oh, yes, yeah. Now, we are going to delve into this, but that is the message, quite a lengthy one, that came from the president only yesterday. Before say he called me and my discuss. Yeah, newspapers so kakra abeguo ene anopay. If we Ghana as a for and eba. Ye newspapers na aban. And then ye traditional newspapers na let's take it as it's shown on the screen, like infantry daily graphic. Daily graphic, what's it say?
Government shifts focus to early numeracy.
Early numeracy.
Yeah.
As a president size basic education failures
for
poverty results. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And what about it?
No, a daily guide. So Parliament's 60.7 million dollars presidential debts. Hey.
Parliament okays 60.7 million presidential debt. Wow, $60.7 million for presidential debt. I said, sorry, never from away, and they say they are buying one more plane for the Ghana Air Force.
Yeah.
And I was like, get now more issue, you know. Air Force decided to be saved because we a residential plane. So now it's for president.
Yeah.
Okay, get that. That's Daily Guide. There's another story inside Daily Guide.
Yeah. Mahama Lodina sponsors retired pastors' health screening.
Nice.
And our police rescue kidnapped victim, 3 arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, then we have the new crusading guard. EOCO sees sees properties I never owned. Hanan fights back. I see.
Okay.
Are you sure?
It's not
Anyways. And one whole more. The Kese.
Kisi.
Hey, Kisi.
Kisi had a very removal bed. They look at the numbers and also a crusading guide. And now the health minister and then was the alarm blows on 10.45 million Ghana cedis. Health minister accused of favoring competitor in limbs still. See, as a way what's that now? Because health minister, the way she described limbs, zipline, any other health softwares and other interventions behind PPD, it's just a strategy of giving the dog a bad name so that you can hang it. Now, limbs, as in the person replacing them. And I didn't know where we are saying 10.45 million Ghana cedis, 100 billion OCDs, 45 class actors. After maybe after.
Crazy.
Let's go to the Chronicle.
The Chronicles.
Yeah.
The Chronicles.
Fight against corruption. What are they saying? Don't dare scrap OSP. Yes, Inusa Fuseni, Kofi Bento, and Omushia News File. That was Saturday. No, Omina no comment. Because Yes, Kiseja being a human being, or be able to make a phone. But the office now, Casana Kiseja being of a penny for the Biba, or my Ghana, parliamentarians, as in San de Grata, or Secao, because immediately I human. I don't know what you have to say, but in the week of Mr. Martin People's arrest, a lot of, especially N.D.C. functionaries in Parliament, including the Speaker himself, have raised their finger to the noses of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. The last time, now one spokesperson back a news program was also find nobody feels so. But if you just say, a human or say, na ehun sam kikabi de bit makase ya ebe kwatsia ebe tinaka we boy say di ka boma una we don't compromise also the same view that yes the office can continue, but he was particular to say that recently I say buying new mana mo hwe bambos to kitikita e shanta de tu chimpa no omo na yo mo say ebe tuma do ya ka se bra na oba ni chiwa afei ni ape belia wosi eni woni e kabo nkura omunya ye de atoso that's one them Martin people one them 13 hours spend odi no no say dey you your press conference be 300 next time I say Pambros secures interlocutory injunction against Tangway and there's also the Chronicle the Ghanaian publisher
Now calls for action on farmers' welfare.
Okay. Ambrose Salt, Winsky motion in McCarthy Hill land dispute. And after police grabs were pulling the kidnappers. And illegal team so a demanded end to asset freeze. Supreme Court verdict ends my strong land dispute. You have got the Daily Analyst.
Police, Northern Region. Police file kidnap operation. Recovered 70,000 Ghana cedis ransom.
Wow.
Hey.
70,000. One day 70,000 pay. The Nippon 70,000. Twice.
Court restrains Chinese national Pambros land. Mahama reaffirms commitment to reset agenda.
To reset
agenda. And now the Ghanaian Times.
Yes.
Government moves to secure bullion operation for safer movement of cash valuables nationwide.
Okay. That's a bullion. I know your cash now in Fasicano. Yeah, a friend of a fat bank for Sicana, a friend of Sicacano. I said, okay, some 2-3 years ago now, attacks on police and more escorts are. I rampant the graphite. So the BOG director said, if you know, got topic up and go back at the city, said, the professor, and BOG now craft, bullion bands, abba, and I have a foul. Or buy. I would say, other some banks maybe they should be. It is government see or Dasha Ashimukina, I think it will be safe because since I bullion Papa Nebayan, a robbery on those cars, that's what we are saving lives as well. And then the final people here, we have the Daily Searchlight. Okay?
Yeah, the Northern Region police bust kidnap ring rescue victim.
Okay.
And we have the S Russia. Mahama Finance Minister dragged to RTI Commission.
Right Information Commission.
Yeah, RTI.
Okay.
And the ex Offer Stock CEO battles the Yuko overseas public.
Yuko, what do you down? Yeah. Stop what's the Netflix. And my Yuko's a man Netflix. You got it. Economic and Organized Crime Unit of Ghana. Okay, office, sorry. Auditor General Blast MIIF CEO over corrupt request. Then Blue come and get staff. Yes, I want government to get staff on the Blue Bands as well. Gaper Law School team strengthens ties
with international justice bodies on historical visits to
The Hague. and then you need to press up and Abba in a so what is so of course social media especially now we in a friend in our because we're in it one where because we do a genius just say oh yeah sabi I am for 20 beer or a chimho baby or also means some or the good social media show and then the head when a buttery and then dressing out the tour or because we put your bossy as not in the corridor and small kind I think the June common so I say a book cheap now because I cannot repeat a lot of what he said, honestly speaking. Now the man who said because social media to correct everywhere as I post in the piano, I came here in Guasiano, and don't say a good year or a good night and then about or the teacher I use all kind of open and so I send back what I recommend. Say I prepare here. You were free na ubia and faba could be robbed to my family. I want to be any kind for the Kufo birthday.
Birthday. Yeah. We are wishing him a happy birthday because 87 years. And so when Papa the only difference is that Papa and son that can be written here.
Come on, okay.
So yeah, I mean, for him to be 87 and he's still alive,
yeah.
He's still smart. He's still very intelligent. I mean, at his age, you not so be on the man. Can you really feed your smart with your but we should only delay interview now. He knew what he was saying and he knew what he was about to. So I feel like Namisha.
Yeah.
Remember I mean, in Rosa. Artisans will know you.
I would put the vampires with you. I say, Bishop comes the national chief of ever. Now, what I say? So, why they pass it?
Yeah. And I say, I didn't tell you he didn't command. It feels like as an Andrew is still intact. He knows what he's about.
The president for
yeah. He knows what he's about. Yeah. And he only said, still, if I focus on the president, you'll be able to rule this country very well. Yeah.
Americans had a president, not Richard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And to them, I really hear.
Yeah, I didn't. American. Forget it. And human relations here are very important. Yeah. And from the interview, you could tell us, oh, you're good with that.
Yeah.
He knows. I say he's always ready for whatever question you have for him. So,
all right. CJ, our former president. He is the honorary surviving former president. He's here. They say he's 87 today. What message do you have for him?
I am a president team kwa. My team kwa. Then same Philippine camp. As I said, past president Ayenya. Untimeni president before Amobu and Tunche. So here any child so they buy the benefit. I benefited ordinary Kanye. So here you turn on employment NYE. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But I am Ghana. And young ones say, I'm Miss Shana, Tibia, Umuna, no Yachi. Say, oh, be a Miss Shana. But the team one. I said, I got big council. A very sharp cell. The articulation, the memory recall. And your Miss Shana,
yeah.
Who be a CIA, the pack. And your coupon sharp. You are president, ex president, and the team.
I'm saying I'm wishing we had a funny here some prayer entry. I mean, bears in you know, say a cranina or Mamma Refre, no Cafoya, yeah. Papa, my sense, also what he as a blues in the said so. Oh, you can imagine, say, and I'm not persuaded in the baby.
Oh, well, he's handling it well, though.
How do you know?
I know.
Go where we live, go yes. You are not Papa if you. There's a man who has a one member. Oh, yes, I was big and we are sorry, a member who could any football is on the former Mr. President. Oh, I query.
I feel like it was just excitement and awareness. I just say, yeah.
Oh, I know. It's a Bible.
Because Kofi said, "Yeah, so now,
yeah."
So
and what's the president, ex-president? Tell me about your opportunity. Be also by addressing. Yes, in the
yeah.
I
say, yeah.
I think say we did. We only want to be
and then we found my go baby. I say, oh, I don't pay me, but it's just in report. A granted interview to my brother Moshe on Angel. Now, or because we know the purpose here. I mean, what did you say? You're pushing. Gee, Wadama, I won't go to know. See, I know I'm a crana and more on the good. The whole former General Secretary of a vibrant party. 1 year ago, no more. Like I said, I feel put a video and here it can be on the lighter side. But I just want to tell you, say, so what make a deal with 1 year ago? Mrs. Kofi said, I could
do you think he still thinks about it? Say, yeah, like, I mean, you need to,
I don't think so. At this point,
yeah. What message do you have for President?
Okay. Mami wishing. Now, was it my penny for my penny that I go for? Yeah. One of the fantastic gentlemen and Ghana had ever had. Yes. Yeah, was some of my new pa. I said, and then birthday, na I was here wishing you. And my main jump quick into
the final appeal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very necessary. Oh, sir, if you have to put yourself in the shoes of men at that age, it won't say very necessary.
No, I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt. But let me say, it's a are you all kind of in a sexual way and also here will be like other one?
BBM.
I say,
because when you
do, I mean, you think our sex?
When you say,
so who can companionship there?
Exercise. Sex is one of the major exercises that every man
tell them.
Yes.
At 86.
87.
Of course.
87.
Is it? Someone proposed to their mind. At least there may be a senka or 21 times
in a month.
Yes, in a month. But at his age, at least only 2 or 3 in a month, you'll be okay.
And I think a week.
Yes, you'll be okay. Of course. Opa. Mon fat microphone because my penny that I go for.
They need to play place.
Now, morning kind of plain. Now, I'm kind of more adventure. Bema said they were this boy till we die.
Something.
Till we die. Till we die. Opa.
Because I feel like
no,
listen.
So we die, no.
Listen.
But the women who say, sometimes over sorry, no, come with no.
No.
That's 6.
Opa, me and Tonchia. Well, my penny with you on a lighter note. Now, what try? Listen, sir. Maybe you'll be shocked. Young guys no plan are not performing. Yes, come back. The young guys are not performing. I'm telling you for a fact. Well, my penny on the lighter note. Yes. Go and try. You will see.
At his age, they can be here.
See, your penny maker.
You see, now, Niku now, team. Like there was some sort of massage. Okay. And papa no hold then I must be honest.
But he can walk on another episodes now.
No. Like that's all. Yes, 1 or 2. Papa no hold then. Said there, one kasa what test said the memory is jina hono. And pemo budi is all about memory. So why do you need jina ho? Show we in for it. Whether me interest.
I'm interested.
Say if you are overloaded. And I said burdened with so many issues. Oko mpemua untimi performing. Yes. And it is a one guy say what me dey dance say papa na dwen 7 previous and tiapo dia. And ye a sort tiapo form so tiapo.
That's it. But as man for we talk to. Adani Yohana near Kalumbasa. if we are branching about we Korean one, we can't have here. Lumber, we also are here. I don't know my head, it has 7 to go. And I'm yes, and that.
7 is
and that was I just said, if you are so, the spinal, say, see, or maybe a see. I was for some much as I say, Ubia and the people of Hana and share mine, a beer or a demand.
Kwasi Mensah, a man's apron,
Medasi.
Mamma can't say, I dear no, I have blood. Moje we munina ne kona kotafa kona bobwa. And this a moja wo mudi ha.
And they made much. Of course. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now let's leave there aside. I hope the former president will give us a call. Kwasi, I'm going to with you. So happy birthday to you once again, Mr. President.
Gentle giant.
Gentle giant, sexy eyes.
Yes.
And I don't know. Say that me I want the money. It's been 1 year since the N.D.C won overwhelmingly and the NPP lost drastically. Now let's take the losses that we come to the victories. Where were you 1 year ago? I'm not president, vice president, but we are making concessions.
I was in my room. Make sure I was listening to it.
No, ma'am. And then free riding.
Oh, I said no. Free riding. Oh, Bianca said I cried out to say peanut. Oh, I'm like, the man is talking. I didn't hear loud.
Like I said,
I didn't hear fast. I mean, within 8 minutes now, yeah. I said, what is this man saying? What is he saying? What are you doing? I mean, it was sad, but then it was supposed to happen this year, so we were not expecting it. No, we have to or relaxing anchor. But I think no, say it's necessary for him to come out and then say that. So yeah, I was in my room and can you imagine somebody starts to me? I'm like, oh
yeah.
This is sad because of no Philly said you will see a lot of opportunities like free education, this and humanity. I don't know. It was sad, but it when you era or maybe 20 years. So
not to change next year. You have to go to
yeah, it looks like her.
That's what
I only said video and cannot be a TV so giddy.
you know what you don't know.
TV so giddy, I am one said composure.
Or doing say when your first lady never and I remember now we grandchildren, we security couples almost a president, vice president, but me and back. Only go back. The war, or no say or she blue now already next season or can go back for no. And Anthony Cabo Cabo Ampa, I mean, what Tim Kukudu. Satam no what Tim Cra, this will be a private show, because not BBC and all right. So, see, now how did you take it?
Well, I think the number war. I think the number living room. I mean, you saw for the every said that be kind. But me and Casanedi, I am surprised. I am surprised because from day one, and I almost started some. It's not we focus on central region. I told my family, say, let's listen. You can see what about the Bermuda. Let's listen and manage central. Into 4, 5, even polling station. It wasn't constituency. Polling station. Now catch wife say, "MPP, I want to see election. It's gone." Because it was wide.
Yeah.
President Muhammad Vinya 400 polling station.
Yeah.
Now Baumia, let's say 10, 12, sometimes 300. No, from central region.
Yeah.
And see, I just told them says, "Oh, I hope I'm going to see." At the chair, I wasn't surprised to say, "Nah, it's already done here." Then now it was right. The writing was on the wall, and I'm gonna say it was clearly on the wall because
people didn't really go out.
Yeah, it was on the wall. Say, I'm going to what I say. It was terrible. the economy was so bad, say, and that sometimes it wasn't entirely their fault. But I said, see, I can't have a fashion of it, and I want to be too. I remember you power teaching that to us. So that's it. Very important.
They didn't calculate their steps well.
Their steps well. So it may be now a president, ex-president. Dobe can be a like
Ethiopia.
There was more than Ethiopia. It was like for some perfumes. Ethiopia they respect Kakao. So that's it. But for some perfumes, they all can Yansasemu. I mean, but you're to Obama. So that's it. I'm the president. I never want to cry.
But quickly on this, 1 year after, now it's a year today. One emotional, not most say, they issue and maybe you and I likes you. What's the one? How has life been keeping?
But I remember what Casabia country broke or no broke. So I felt like maybe okay, but now I dream. More than crying, like to say them kind of free education. Because
President Mahama had been very consistent and firm. Say,
so I said, no, we didn't know. So what that's what
education I work. Say Mahama earlier, we campaign about it. Said the latter part of we now. And 38 in MPP. I'm telling you, because most of the fear, Equator, made them kite 41. Maybe kite it. So, because actually now, there's still now bad press any campaign. Say Mahama Bichum. It's Mammy Montiju, no more bro. It difference just never swap a press apart from. Now, no one in power say, and Mama and Pa promise over 12 visits. I'm telling you, come back to no more. Yes, it's Kubichum. Because to election here, it was on their wall because then I will say, oh, your mom, my no way. Okay, send a big kind for some park. So
they are the big number kind of went to
kind of react. Yeah, kind of react. I don't want a young Saudi team. Finance minister. I don't want wow MPs. I don't wear a friend say, Chamberlain because of kind of react. What I say?
James have feel no buy no conference account.
Yes. So it was like Tama on revolting, MPs revolting, and now a leader. Until they assume say because of way leader we need a national
and on
tie train. Yeah, hit a blue and I'm kind of say okay. And on tie train on the day. Thank you. So that's it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yes, it happened.
Yes, it happened. Yes, I'm not also because I said it wasn't entirely their fault. Because since a global situation will be a sea, and my way of home here, any. So that's it.
I also feel like, to say that Mr. Louis, and I feel like, once even the president, but when consider on your more around, I say, it's what I'm doing. Okay, maybe I'm doing this. Maybe I shout at how, what do you think? I don't know if I'm making any sense. But then I felt like he was supposed to listen to them in a way. I just want to know. Say, oh, come. You're entitled to your opinion, but Mefa. It's up to me.
Kofi, I think so. We want to know.
Sure.
And President Kofi, only delay interviews. He also, reviewed a lot of. These are not secrets anyway. But we say we and maybe one will fear a young on from the truth. But we have some more kind. It goes to confirm what he is saying. It goes to confirm what Gabi is also saying. Or no President Kofi Kras anyway, former president. According to him, the foundation and I said the legacy so and the Kufuado and building the message and the Kofi by Abraham Kofi somewhere in 2008. But according to President Kofi, getting to about the 2-3 years to the elections in the year, what is a party in your book? I'm on Chassis. Odinka can be for the direct exchange program. As I can read the PDS deal now, the bash now, will be free by and I feel was about questions and the members. No say, why should some of these things be happening in a country like Ghana? but it happened. Or no crowd to some extent, no, you're surprised about it loses elections now or the growth. How do you say it 1 year after that election, the victory of the N.D.C? I will come to N.D.C, but let's look at how the N.D.C took it.
Yeah, you see, proud to say 7th December no ankasa bebre ho na enyoma bebre asisi e wo Ghana ha obese the signs were boldly written on the walls of Ghana. Now ebi ti say me ankasa emre bi na me analysis bi ase na ka me say afi bi edu a the former president Akufo-Addo or to boom. Okay, say maybe boom. Yes, boom.
Rollins boom.
Okay, say maybe voter chief be.
Yeah.
I can say yes. See, community day school. I want to pursue a son.
Impact cement can go me we ma.
She statement my Benin Akufo-Addo catch.
Oscar man papa.
Now who now be mami otimi. In fact, here is he commenter. Nanka free papa na no aba no si free na no to for one and no na more than the kind no
yeah.
But what me say ne nananom ebo na beti ne nananom honhom bo na beti say wo na aba ma me otimi in fact so wo hu angle na but ye mpie mu nti the go ball no ni mba enso ni mwe kasa ye kan obi ti a kira ono so spend or analysis e wo de e kan enti ye can be obi suti ebio obakrom ha ena kwabrefo won kasa wonua atenkanu o take afem
yeah
egusa no se ampani kwabrefo mo to aba ma pa na omo so mo akwan oh omo ne so mo asem omo go promote omo say do see
ejara mental go promote ni see
very good me ampani Akufo-Addo twi kura waslange twi kura no waslange. Well, no, what's it? You see? I'm also you. I feel do maybe or do job as ya. Almost the almost sabin kum ne cassatin and another him for someone sorry in Tiame. And it is sad yet on Kuano, me who's a man penny Akufo-Addo, and about me, or lose to game maybe. I don't qua because the traditional authorities know. Minimum Mensah.
Yes, sir.
So what do you want to do?
That's true.
One more day, they are ordained by God and running a you or more. Traditional authority be manifesto be any or transfer acquisition will be until wedding class and will be senior maybe once and that is kinship. And this oil man penny now take yourself for anymore. Definitely also was a Waterloo is near. That was what I said. I know now. A lady woman and again Abrana Ghana for ensu Sema penny who they can for real na finance minister yes so who ni paper in fact one kasa who nia or chem aboaje yeah wo nyina ensu finance you can say papa we MPP for go for your social finance yes yes no yeah na wo nyina suasua sikasem ene economy a akombetimi leadi omo kan mampani Akufo-Addo for asem pa free me so te say de CJ kan yi pacho so ati ase and again edu mrebi no na wakasa mo baby na former workplace Angel FM me se na mo ni gina form hana mampani ko studio na akonya pa so kwadana ne akonya wo
akonya so ne ho batan yo akonya oda bi ti
akonya eso kwabrane na tuo di akonya chi wa tuo and you ask yourself at the idea na ekoso enti power no di mampani Akufo-Addo ti I must be honest with you power no di
abusa ofri amemu no sa akonya no okọ be bia o de ko
me mampo o de ko afere akonya no wajemu yes if akonya tuo wasi Debbie, but who for akonya we that to. Enti wo hwe sa nyoma no a and then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia may say the vice president who was never the vice president. He was never the vice president. Are you getting me?
I'm following.
Vice President Bawumia was never the vice president.
Who was the vice president?
That is a million question.
Yes.
He wasn't the vice president.
Who was the vice president?
He wasn't in affair. But just what I
He was not in control.
my brother.
Who was the vice president?
Uncle Fobi na Mampenian Kufwa Bushia for doing the Chow. At a point in time, yeah, see the politicians in Tietin community.
Yeah.
Vice President Bawumia order. Yes, Asumesi has given order already.
Asumesi biti se Gabi.
Asumesi biti se Kenufuriata and Gabi Asayoche Dapo and Santimedia to the Trinity.
Every day, see.
Yeah, politician.
They were not really taking his word.
To TV.
Yeah. Because as a vice president, my presenting at the you can't tell
Are you
me,
whispering or you're speaking?
I am not. Am I emotional? It's very bad. It was going around.
So you heard it?
Yes.
See what it?
How was it? See, I said, what the
Go view them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were every natural resource meeting them.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I was a young boy. A document when you do man you.
Yeah.
Or so one could trap bet kakra.
Yeah.
Did. Oh, sorry, I was a betting tax.
Don't be.
As some Americans, so vice president, one cousin in Nino. He levy, one cousin in Nino. I don't know, or one thing as no way. Because I did MPP co-opposition, we are apart from say economy was really bad. It was betting tax and then e-levy.
And that you must we see that you cry by.
And cry they say, almost a way yanja. But okay, young boy, and young pennies or to chacha. By the company bread. Rice 5 kg and 200 cedis, rice 5 kg. 80 or sorry, or could trap bet when you kakra or 5 kg net. So just when you kakra no atoa one, that's sorry, I want more. We are also bet kakra when you on Fabina partition wine.
Was I said this guy commanding my what's that?
What yes? I mean, vice president.
Yes, you see, neutrality, and then the performance of the vice president Bawumia himself
in office or in the election.
Like, apart from so one man, a man, and a Juma, said the TTB. On one Kasankasa performance as economic guru.
Yeah. Chairman of the EMT.
Nasasemu, no, okay. We better say, no be a young man, a quiet Jumano. I then now sign attribute to. What's your cat assembly said? Let's give a dog a bad name and hang it.
See that?
Yes. Until I feel no. Bawumia has been presented to us as economic messiah, as economic Westgate, Wale Adam Smith. But I bet not at the end of all. Yeah, the dollar name no. Yeah, brand say 3 cities 70%, but almost say 4 cities 20%. Is that your problem? Now so will be the amount of 4 cities 20%. Now within a space of, let's say, okay, what am I for 8 years in India? No.
My first 4 years, not attract 7 cities.
Until one for now, I didn't me could do 17. Right?
Yeah.
Now, so we prepare ourselves. Omumashianwa, Kwasi practice or say, why share Bawumia thesis and answer the dissertation of present during his PhD presentation. When was a cut and paste?
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it has confirmed the assertion that his dissertation during his PhD era is a cut and paste.
That's why he didn't sit down to do.
No, that's not the performance in debate who he is.
It's not unfair this criticism.
Whether or not
we are put on work, knowing full well how challenging politics in Africa can be, managing an third world African economy can be. Now, would the no, cause no, I'm French and the PhD no, and now you cry, you cut and paste that.
Okay,
is it that true or fair?
Okay, okay, whether it's fair or not, let's put this gentleman on a beam balance.
Hey, the TV true.
Yes, beam balance. So you're quite after forcing here, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia here, and let's see who weighs who.
Why are you forcing?
No.
Why not Professor J?
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. Ato forcing here.
Finance Minister.
Finance Minister.
Yeah.
Yes. Some maame there or bro Baumi aso.
Vice President.
Yes.
Age-wise, experience-wise, fine.
Okay.
They're Vice President.
Okay.
Yeah, so how?
Aha. Is he?
Help me out.
Mama me kwa mi ni nkomo ni.
Yeah, disagree with a lot of things.
Yeah,
You come up and
yeah. So you the
There
hurry
must
up.
be a lot of disagreement.
Because I don't get
I'm
to
a direct.
yeah,
You know what?
I mean, you can always compare the two.
Yeah. So,
let us
don't
know.
see, I like the fact that you were towing economic finance lines. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But to bring in a forcing finance minister and
Vice
compare him to the former vice president.
Vice
Whilst we have a
president.
current, we used to have a finance minister even in that government. I could sit down and listen to you between Atom
As for him, Ken, he doesn't come near. So,
but he was not a minister.
no. Mamini can find academic credentials.
Yeah.
And their field of studying.
Yeah.
And for your analogy, no.
Okay.
And until I mentioned, said the woman is far ahead Mamu Baumia. In terms of academics.
Academics, fine. She is a whole professor.
So, Ato Forsen,
Yeah.
being a finance in economics,
He's a PhD holder.
and then Mamu Baumia, a PhD holder, being finance in economics.
Yeah.
So you weigh their performance as we speak.
How can I wait that?
I'm coming.
Why
No,
wait?
yes.
Don't be confused.
Finance.
I don't think I mentioned.
Education wise, yeah. But then you can't do that.
Listen.
I am listening.
Let's say. So we compare one. Even though Mamu Baumia doctor, any professor, Jenan Opokuajima, Umina vice president, but in terms of academics, professor is way ahead Baumia.
Yes.
And he said, me compare Obia, me dino, I compare Mamu Baumia.
In
right?
terms of education.
No. In terms of area of academic of studying, and then
The output.
in terms of governance, another output in terms of yes.
Let's allow. You put me.
No, I'm going to say about.
Okay.
I'll say Vice Professor Nana.
Yeah.
In terms of academics, or ahead of Baumia,
On the face value.
which is
Fact.
Correct, yeah.
fact.
Okay.
At the same time, what did they compare Ato? When you're vice that, and the honor says, "Oh man,
I
that."
want to make an.
Okay, fine.
That's where the problem
You
is.
see,
Naiji.
Emrebi, Mampeni Mahama, I can't say we be today, Dr. Mamu Baumia. Say Uni Mampeni ni bida to criticize. Sa time no go fu bi na anya adwen. Nti sa bre me no nya adwen was asem na waka no.
You may proceed.
Minia, we share a whole vice president. Yeah, or the leader of government economic management team. Na yes, we share economy women in good trim. Some time passed. Nana Odanko Akufo-Addo, the former president, told us that no Ocean history kakra and Ocean law. And when it comes to that aspect, he has no knowledge, he has no clue. But when it comes to economic and finance, he has someone. Right?
Yeah.
And biblically, he alluded this situation to that of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ. Or say, maybe the Mikoshia history in law. And about economics, me ni hunim there. Now you will be Odimetia all bar. Or your Messiah in terms of economics and finance.
And this communication. A fantastic truth. Continue.
And one of the over to be and fine. So we all believed in what Nana Odanko Akufo-Addo said.
Yeah.
At a point in time, when Baumia gives speeches, who said there's a new paradigm shift.
Yeah.
There's a Messiah coming.
Before coming into
the office.
Okay.
Lo and behold, he came into the scene, and what was his performance? Let's put the public record. So this Ato, let me use Ato boy.
Yeah.
This Ato boy that I'm using or that I'm comparing. We handed In fact, Atokura there, Obia Kura money, they are writing it off. A PhD holder like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, mining the economy and the finance affairs of Ghana, as Mahmoud Bawumia did. This Atu boy is being able to, in fact, as we speak, the city has appreciated over 43%. Obraye baye. 43% appreciation. And quite a major. Now, as we speak, inflation, we handed inflation to them at 17%. It went up to 54% under Wale Adam Smith. Now, under Atu boy, he has been able to, in fact, inflation is now 6.3% in Ghana. Now, when you go to one of the upper regions in Ghana, a deflation, it is negative 0.34. Right? It means that even Atu finance minister that I'm talking about, Bawumia cannot compare himself to Atu.
I see.
Yes. Now, policy rate has been reduced. Now, listen. Share. In terms of commodity by commodity, Kwasi Mensah.
Yes, sir.
Under MPP's regime, 16 mm of iron rods. Not yet torn 9,000 plus. 16 mm of iron rods. It won't be 62 as 65 pieces. Today, as we speak, I have 5,007.
Over 4,000 slash.
My goodness. So Mahmoud Bawumia cannot be compared to Atu Force.
I see.
Today, as we speak, 5 kg of rice. You see, Ghana for a money himself. And next said more at a point in time, not 5 kg, you to be 200, 5 kg, you know, 4 cups and all. You to be 200 today. So, Kuta, 50 Ghana cedis, Ubenya 5 kg rice at all.
I think you 10 cups. That's over 10 cups.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now, in your necradi,
that's all that my children do. Appetition. And then my America, appetition. I'm not over. Not appetition. 5 cities. It will do cook.
Yes.
Cook bottle and a half.
Yes.
My necron. After 10 cities, nobody at 3. Yeah, the other. A man on my tongue, no more. I drink it to go with great transit. Yes. I don't normally do abstinence.
Now, Kwasi Mensah, pause. As we speak today, my father, we are our crackers. Now, friend, and say, was Kofi. N.D.C. for more boy, Japan for car be custom Myra and those cars and getting nice of voice getting no. Under MPP, now all the back now we need 25,000 Ghana cedis, 250. And now you know 15,000 or 10,000 has been slashed. By a social media platform. And the Ghana for a no can attest to what Kofi Amoabeng, whether I'm lying or not. Now, maybe I may conclude the leading to a loss. See the enemy nearby can be said. Not almost so, because they were told, say, alternative was not good.
Yeah. I haven't not continue some of the projects that
so, let me tell you the reason why. Even a Bantama, Manos is swimming as even Bantama be as a watching. Babuke can send me the Basso by even today, as we speak in Bantama, said ne as a Subwatch said, only a community in the N.D.C contest. Yeah, we can win.
As I know, how can I come to you? Come with me straight side of your
yes, because
I had a sofa computer.
The lies they peddled against John Dramani Mahama. Say Oba obetwa free SHS mu. And ye nyina betime dia dance say it has become better than it was.
I see.
Sir.
Of course.
Wow. Because I mean, and Cardi B were complaining about food, and in your so how?
Your parents so I was each year.
Yes, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I
can't remember some of it's never better.
It's never better.
Yeah. So last week we call PTA meeting. Oh,
yeah.
You know more.
Hey, me remember say which know ye. Oh, what do we hear?
That's what come by.
I don't know what's going on. Okay.
No, my history of if I say Nkrano for them say 3 years coming. We share the because to compare to this year now. Numbers not dropping by borders no. I drop it by almost 400 people.
At
yes, prepare alone.
Wow.
So borders not be 1,000 for last year.
Okay,
now it's around 1,000.
And intake now man year nothing.
Yes.
Nah.
They're better.
Maybe. Sorry for the
okay, go ahead.
Sometimes now rebuttal.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the key the pain say? Ubebusa authority over there. Say DNTina because me was information into we are.
Okay.
Yes, DNTina number now I drop it to that.
But 400 is quite a huge number.
I know who has a
is it only Prempe and as a Louis Junior this yes and 20.
Okay. Louis for this year, meaning what is going over there. What I know is what I've been on. So
Prempe drop by 400.
And just one number.
Meba until we say
cross board.
Meba. Comparing to Tama Naya Jini Pano Prempe Buswa Plano be that veranda so you think that era is better than that drop no ya cheche wo mo other schools no ya expand the private schools IGBA no private SHS IGBA so you think it's better than today.
But I think yes. That one the way we know.
Already I'm sure President Kofi can say President Kofi say e be better say obey cleaner ruling abai mu than say opposition chairman. Me I would prefer my kid being at Prempe no better corridor. And yet you benya class. Classmate papa.
Serious.
Lord I said than say obeko elsewhere. That's me. Me. Wow. Yes. I'm telling you. Me Debio, but me busa. See here. I go class school. Go the work. Say Obama Oba. I go class school. Wabra Prempe double track. Would you prefer Prempe so be run double track now be any opportunity? Dance over me na call.
It's a restaurant.
The name of say. Yeah.
So let me ask.
Inti para ko si unso
you want to know where you want to say.
I'm saying be o ha ye manajira. Who's economy no do economy aspect to make so many points. I can't let it fly about being king.
Yeah.
On say Eddie can say for the 6 people. Me no na me say about to be lose. But I know say no be all the two Yoruba but me as we say metias.
The heaven I want just.
One. Or see inflation was around 50 something, which is at some point 50 something. But at the time I'm handing over, it wasn't 50 something. Oh, they declining, but it was around 20 something. Then again, there's a reason for that. But I'm sure they tell Banisa. You compare 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 economy in 90.
It was far better than.
Far was fantastic, far better than 2020. 21, 22, what I say? They didn't see in the Oklahoma. What happened?
What's happened? COVID, Russia, Ukraine.
Me call them Russia, Ukraine. COVID.
Yeah.
Now COVID see you. You really feel say, yeah, as a third world. You need mighty economy like US, like UK, like Europe. And struggle over small, friend say, commodities and they are available at that time. If you a businessman, at some point before COVID, so crack container every China bar, freight. So when you say freight, the price of container was 3,500
before the COVID.
Before COVID,
okay.
After COVID, for $12,000 dollars. It aside say, over $6 bebre and ya kwakucha imagine from $3,500 to $12,000 $80 kakra na was system na nipa 10 a crash container and no crash to it is a maybe $12,000 akocha only faith thank you
for the same quantity of
goods
even the people the consumers expecting the same price the price will remain same
it be bar a born one be absorb the consumer so what yes and aside that no so produce kakra what town because COVID buy every factory was shut down it say me kwa family more China because of limited what na air kwa pre two because of air pre unity price no ever cost it factor me no way show
it will affect your inflation
affecting just say affecting so much say ultimate
but Kofi is painting a hopeful picture so far that where this economy or if like this country was in let's say 13, 14, 15 months ago is not the same as we are in as we speak. Surely you don't expect any political communicator to be scoring the opponent as if he's scoring himself. And it really there so he would like to, you know, highlight on the more compared to opponent. But let us be honest with ourselves. Can we have some level of, if like, general with my boat, like I said, I do that's a bonus, but they can't also work. They can't also work because the school fee that's freeze me as going to be who they have account. But I'm grateful President Mahama did not attempt to review like MPP was saying.
What happened to the review?
Review now, yes, sir.
Review, but I want to say before MPP ever Baba introduced free SHS. Yeah. Not a crew near private SHS. Yeah, Nina collapsing a crew.
Yeah, to do the
fact almost all of them.
Yeah.
Today, as we speak, we have started roping in private SHS. Almost so edge Ghana, young Korani Biamo Makusia dear. Said the Beya complaints are in ya, Krumha. Schools be congested. I say, why more be bed bats, a call for any other day. And again, so we sounds so private sector no, all strengthen no. So review na abano back on. Right?
Okay.
See,
and no go to explain some of the difficulties say. Rent 400. Yeah. Some quality fee.
Other schools need beer. The patch of what I say. Enti meaning say review no say men can be mun ka ho.
Now challenge you a friend say who can say mo dey scan be my headmasters to feed the kids. Then no eguzo and say maternity because I think who say some be free.
Scan no echo headmasters. Okay. But your items be over and go headmasters.
Yes, I will retracted that aspect. Say, what the entire scanning of my headmasters.
Me say, Sikano be called headmasters.
A feed
a be and
you don't talk
you won't say,
yes,
very simple there.
No, not saying you are nothing can ever. Miss Nina, Naya headmaster and the could said Dano. Not make a headmaster, not necessarily headmaster and alpha basket.
Understand? Yeah.
Was it Nina Nifra bank, perishables in an infra bank is him never. But no individual schools, no, and the codis are perishables, no. Now, dear, any perishables, no, dear, a free central government and as a district at the Abba various schools. Let me feel say 9 months in Pony. Yes, you are procurement. One year, and I made sure a procurement. A Gunshan and I ate Puma could we never saw a Bibra. I was Mensah. And Shanimpo, and I ate Kum, I could you.
Before Braham,
will be paying. Oh, because I want to your friend say. Dollar, no would declare my IGP.
We answer dollar.
One year consistently.
Yeah.
In fact, N.D.C. are better managers of Ghana's economy compared
That
to
is subjective. Let me take you.
That one I disagree.
Yeah, well, you hold your fire.
Let
me take you here. Now, let's go to the basic president gave yesterday, marking the 1 year anniversary of his victory and coming in into power again by the N.D.C. as a party. And I mean, as any guy, I like the fact that he could take the time to remember, because MPP for Prata, catch or MPP for say, party, no, there's a own team, but you have a president who wants to remember, you will be guys already the same day, but that day is the day that changed everything. So I'm not surprised that he took it, especially that day. But okay, baby, obey, ikakra, hasi, or say, to our party executives, okay, my very people leaders, to the rank and file of the N.D.C, you're the heartbeat of this victory. To our polling agents who stood guard at every police station, you were our eyes and ears, our own referees, as I called for. The clarion call go to the polls with our own referee was exactly what it needed to be. That was a strategy to demobilize the plans of the Electoral Commission. That's one. And two, neutralize the ruling party's calculated attempts to subvert the will of the people. Don't you think, say, for a president that has enjoyed this overwhelming endorsement and all, and looking at how peaceful our transition has always been since 1980, since 2000, let me say, and basically, why would the president that 1 year, same electoral commission that destroyed say elections, same electoral commission and declared winner? So far, there was no litigation whatsoever to dispute anything said the electoral commission wanted to, if you like, read the or subvert the will of the people. Now, after MPP, we do not kind of power because it's in the political opponent. But this is a state-sanctioned institution. In Africa, across the world, a lot of experts see Ghana's electoral commission as one of our bedrocks. Anchoring the foundation of our democracy. Don't you think, sir? Perhaps it's no longer campaign time. President must give the electoral commission some part of the back and say, say the memo the electoral commission and the SABR and the HE. Why would you say the EC wanted to subvert the will of the people? How? Can he defend himself? Yes, sir. Okay.
Now, free has said, EC the enemy do her kind. My mini can free MPP for 100 years.
Yes, or calculated attempts to subvert the will of the people.
Now, Mopa, Mobian Trinifon, Yanko, either Chrome or Google, not yet share, we will not hand over power to the N.D.C. Obian Gogo share the number of times, sir. I be a poppy abayam phone.
Yes, but who are the same?
Yeah. So, we will not hand power to N.D.C. I mean, free party more and some of the doom and Penny Kufuados.
Okay.
Anthony Kabu.
Okay.
And also, so now, me person make us a ringleader, Emma, Dr. Baubia, no a right hand man.
Okay.
Me and Casamina, MPP former organizer, friend, say,
Samuel,
Nanabi,
a
lawyer. Okay. Papaya, all presidential candidate, Kwauni, you feel more Bright Champon, okay,
Dr. Bright
Champon, okay. In fact, MPP former Bunube break Kabi and Sana Abesi Rampim and see do so. That is the president of the republic.
I said, we call World Cup. Rebecca said, we a host of win. Host of win, just be baby dream. Yeah, one of those things we say to if like
you see,
and the boy to just
no statement. No,
yeah.
I will not see Brian Champon there. No,
I remember some of it.
Even if they
I remember
we will not hand over power to them, even if they win. Go and read it.
It already no way.
And unti so will be or tia bemu Minister of State.
That's why I agree with this.
Very good. One man penny. In fact, on a cabinet.
Yeah.
And to one man penny in a kakukuamu asem.
Yeah.
One man penny in a nuti.
Yeah.
And the end yame one was a man penny kufuado very affirming the statements from Brian Champon. Because woman in a nuti, I was them. Eastern as well, the Eastern Caucus. Nase man penny no ankasa timi be ka bi say yen hande power mamo nechna. O kwa bi say o do referee call. Because man penny no on the control all the state apart. In fact,
I get that part.
On no cross na say appointed the electoral commissioner. And it is o catch that will say on hande power mawa.
Yeah.
Who bondo?
Okay, so that was the take on the party. What is the take on the EC?
On the EC. In 2020,
Yes.
you go election,
Yes.
One of the constituency, the woman MP da, and you is our parliament.
Yeah. So.
So is she competent? Is the institution competent? Kwasi Mensah mi busa.
Well, I don't think say institutional what you know say
Kwasi
I want to believe say, oh well, I think that Parliament had this one. It's hard to do for the EC to also compete.
Amansia Premre. Kwasi. Say, can you imagine? Say you go election our Ghana 2028.
Yeah.
Now you better call election after Bantima, Hona Bantima, you organize the election.
Bantima is not a newly created
Member. Just no, you see?
Yeah. Bantima has always had a representation.
Say, young can you a cheer? Agroned. Meanwhile, sometimes when you are creating constituencies, need be a can only among MPs.
Wasn't there some special reason why says it Sokako pay Lonobi and
Sa
was
Central Kofi,
thank you.
Lupe, Aquafo.
Then be the C be the man or
Bien, CDNC, yeah.
You see the cast or
DNC, yeah.
What you was saying is that there was a conflict over their constituency capital. They didn't know where to cite it. Did the man about now?
And Nipa or Tesano, Kwasi Mensah, Nipa or Tesano. Only ni co election on able supervise wa. I was saying one kasa or do referee a field of play.
I see. By the end of the day, they refereed everything.
Afe, Edumrebia, Yabekwa Koheno, na BVD machines.
Yeah.
Yes, Biara.
Be a peer, but
Ebia copy obi that's been Ebia Faha. Electoral Commission. You're supposed to know better. BVD machines now, and no Ghana for data woman
biometric verification machine.
Yeah, they control bar.
Yeah.
And it is a me, baby, I register me there. Me machine bear na me didn't say because it's what to be. Abano so you call the data.
21 days.
And nipa or to say another institution or to say no. Only ni call election. Now ma wani etonkwa and the N.D.C. Unde me say yen mataya. Yanum coffee. Be a many penny be a yanum roofing, be a yanum be. And ya the election.
Hold on for me. It's 35 minutes after 11. We are in the studios of Afro City Extra right here in Kumasi. Yeah, hot in the morning. Your morning show. If you current affairs, news articles, the news headlines, ever. Sometimes we do it on our own as studio guests and panelists. Sometimes we invite a resource person. Today we have both. I have Gabi, I have CJ, and I have Mr. Kofi Amoabeng, our special guest for this morning. And come on, you know, those grandfather, I heard this person in the movie, and I feel and come on, yeah, my penny that I would in the birthday in the ED. Or my penny, what is so. Asida ensema enroli children and Afrophobia become home. We have 25 minutes to end the show. the person could be with that baby sound way dear abia and November Boko see the great baby sound. Obi is a Omapani Nana no drum dramani Mahama, His Excellency. And right, there is some order to Gano. There are no Nipana Wakasa, send you N.D.C. or see the work at you want. Now, the rabbit catcher. Now, my main court, young court, ye feed nothing. Ye read some of the messages some of you have been sending to us. Kofi is saying that, Kofi, yes, I think we have looked at that. And Waka, that's a studio, airport, we would have go cry, eluprate here with it. Sometimes it happens. Then we have another from Chroma ACL. Chroma, thank you for doing the watching and time for your feedback. We are taking notice of that. Who soon name Murphy say Uncle Dalati, be name back. Oh yes. And the kind of comedy stage so. Louis say this year will be peak Christmas. Because I was seeing a wish them their chair once somewhere adore. We will be Christmas. I'm happy. Guy Kobe JP. Ubusajo, who is Joe here? Side? Hey, Side. Was it Busaza? So you knew the economy was not good at the time? And then I know we I like that. I like that. So, Guy, for me, special greetings from CJ to you. Yes. Also, at the end. You can follow the feed, it's still live on Facebook. You can also do so on YouTube. As we go on, we shall be giving you more handles like WhatsApp, TikTok, and Instagram as well. Kofi, I need you to answer this. President Mahama, conspicuously, some major promises of making to the people of Ghana. Agenda 133. You remember, 24-hour economy. And I think it's delivered. But Sunday, I think it's getting to the latter part of the election. It had become the headline promise made to the people of Ghana by your own party. Why hasn't the president talked about it? Because maybe somebody like me, I would say 24-hour economy, I don't really guy Abbasi or the others because every 133 no, it's always the same thing. But expanding working time in the but that was not mentioned at all. And the president actually people and this was said, almost you open. Now almost penny for the Ghana year, that should be almost mad year. The Sassam was out, the Catcher saw them, you quite your toy and you here. You must immediately say, because 100 years ago, we hear or had and that's another way. Don't you think, sir, the preaching motivation messages now, politicians started sharing real facts behind some of the promises they make? Because what is stopping the 133 from happening? What is stopping the 24-hour economy from happening?
Kwasi Mensah.
And I hear why you come.
Kwasi Mensah.
Yes, sir.
Mama feel free ne bosha and I say encouragement or the grassroots form. Mama feel free on a member.
Yeah.
Kwasi Mensah penifo say achia ni mu esna bebu nyina ade. Abebu eba ebu ni wiase nyina de depa ne say achia ni mu ya. Enti say unya obi na o hye nkran ne say e bia cake ni kesi ya buy no.
Unya obi kiko.
No, meba. A party for no near Casa. That time no.
Yeah.
Was it be a Casa on a target? Or Kagana for the Mao, and or become party for the Mao. Na party for the Awakano. I know what's the grassroots for say. 7 previous at Yanni. Cake no. Everyone said cake in it to say ya. You bet share a bibenya elephant share, a bibenya lion share. Ebi benya antelope share, ebi kura benya ant share, ebi nso so enya bi. Enti se ochire wo se achia ne mu yi esna bebo nyina da. I think say it's a book called hwe philosopher kwachi Amoabeng. Under Professor Melsah's era, he had no position. No need portfolio bia.
Yeah.
But your baby no be a deputy minister. enti me ti oye mo mi
na Kwasi Kofi
enti no ne ma re chechire
yeah
say party adwuma ye no ye yere ye ho ye ni ya da che be fra wo edo atena ba bi say bra be som o man e wo sa kwan we so na wo som no so no ye betu aka ama wo so di bia bo ho bra enti mesere say asema amampani kan no is in good call because grassroots for ni bi I peeved kakra because of say ahoden ene ahopachira ye di share adwuma nu no na bebre fi se bia ye ba ya dano a omosa ebe kan bibi bet ankoba sa political party tie sa na tie enti unu enye bia eden a won so otambe so ntima me koso na me nyina mampani ase no so na me hye obi enko na say achia na mui esna bebu ina ade better days ahead minia what we say 133 right and a 24-hour economy one yes me give very good and on the say edika ka ho asem bebre actually Ghana for look me no ka say policy no enne o se wo di ye adwuma you need to go through parliament I will say oko pass a bill
you have to test majority already
remember you need to prepare a bill you need to draft a bill
you've been there for
member
it was 12 months now
you see Young country Ghana for say about 3 months spending the promises.
We know that.
We have 4 years.
Yeah.
And you bear with us. Say, in any case, there are some other institutions. Me give this a penina kasejina platform so our da omo ye 24-hour economy. Even though there is a
secretariat for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But me say,
aye.
On my one kasa I was see a passing bill.
Okay.
Yeah, they call parliament. They want to test. I was see a drafted bill. Now, young wage bill system or not. We have to change the old wage bill system.
I calculating the month.
Very good. Near the budget, be calculated 24 hours. A bit suit.
At least week.
And to me, did say, very good. So me did say,
hours.
I just want to say, and see, you know, any simple for us, so about or shed dry yet. Not on my, so we need to be NSC.
But after 1 year, the flagship campaign I'm way. Nana ever 2016, it was free SHS.
Listen, you see, you can't.
Fortunately, listen, majority. I think that's what I do.
You can't compare. Absolutely. Listen, you can't compare Kufuor's government. What the Kufuor did to that of N.D.C. Your plans are there. Oh, born na born. Your plans are there. If you are both for 2-2, you have another plan. N.D.C. Unim. Say economy no when timia nhihye ni yie right ama dollar no enyina
about energy
inflation ama form energy ama form na okọ pass bill ni say ya oman no GDP ni nyina wo de betua wage obi collapse oman ama mo ambasa mo etiri so enti munya abotre ne entoto yes ya shemobo ya nkan jo se 3 months ne be ya bacho enti the American say mirror CJ nya abotre unim hwe meba
second we pay the reason why you focus on Hana make come be say Gen Z is now to about my N.D.C. was mostly because of 24-hour economy. Yeah. So move funnel on tra say be one of those things say you can't do one time friend say premium for NHI. That was entirely different. But so the 24-hour economy in India.
Yeah, I have a Pascal.
The big problem. You see,
okay.
Unim.
Yeah.
N.D.C. are buying by.
Yeah.
Scandal BMI.
Not yet.
Asembia had that my. Enti I say say munya abotre scrutinize na sa ne nso so ye pe because man panina nso aka say mo my hits na ye nya de na fema mo sa no man panina ka o
enti ka say ye nya spectators ye me nya spectators ye
nya citizens
and fama panina kufu ado nsem ma ha na ye ne nya pe
reason
Esuno mo na esuno yen enti me kira wo say se ye ken hwe sa express road a ye ken express road no betimi aba na aboa 24-hour economy.
Yeah. Maybe, don't go far. Express road here, I think so. Amoabeng was under.
All better.
How they me? I want to limit myself to Joe Kaya. You know, the door just so the trouble. True mobile, you see. And you see a fly Ghana. So I don't like mentioning the way I mention it. But the fortunate thing is that one was so much proper human values. I'm not ready to see a no for money. Some of the road country. Oh, Kakamuria, some and also I can't your body don't. Yeah, Mamma's your money at that time. About you any true in your body part. Mr. O, Sarah no pay on the same. Who shall come by a gospel speaker, Baby Cry, or no, I send you only party. I said, go every refugee or cheese out of all your nutrients. You know my position on that. I was tired of Yancy putting a life on the line. N.D.C. was fighting FDP with 136 those times. So you all understood the fight. This is not a fight. What we have right now is like Butterbean meeting Ikote. You know, you should go to one side because this is the absolute, overwhelmingly absolute majority here. And they la makomoda with the best 4 or 5 years in the drafting year. And we with this absolute majority within 1 week they should be able to redraft something and present to the president. And Kabir said there are some huge things here. Ghana Fuji has to pump and MPP from Amoabeng. Apart from one behavior, what promises the also it sounded juicy. 24-hour economy. After 1 year, we have a message of today. After 1 year, we have another message of but LGBT, yeah, 24-hour 1 to 3. Yeah,
oh,
okay. Let me know.
That's what my culture said. A process. You take one secretariat.
Already matter for the 24-hour economy.
Other state institutions, be this a port, DVLA,
yeah,
and some other state institutions, yet declare war. My culture said it's not an event.
Yeah,
it's a process.
But you said it.
We need to draft a bill, send it to Parliament.
What is making you wait?
You see? Kwasi Mensah.
Yeah.
Many will say 24-hour market, 24-hour economy market are in course. Go to various districts. Anything I make catch out say. Adie no, so in previous son. Any idea, any free idea. Mesro, you are entitled to some of bash here. Now, so, as some way, Sabian clear shop bear for 2 years be. And at the end of my you have every. Even right now you have it right, but that time
it's too early.
Very good.
I agree.
And then LGBTQ plus. Me, up to now, me actually say, me quite disappointed.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
Say, up to now, na yentimi enye bibi mfemfa. Because
yeah,
said there now you pushy in opposition.
Yeah.
Me feel say you penny for or say this more than a pushy side there.
Bill answer yeah.
I didn't know who feel saying.
Oh, see a years have built up between your main one. All says our position, I took it even in MPP's time. Say internationally, maybe a cowboy, a BCN, maybe a copper boyfriend. Or more the better time crew be more who here. If it's a first of all, send it to Moody, a man may a problem or my way. A near problem, maintain that. That is sorry about pay, but it's the one I call me say, and young may a problem to the point says, oh, man, Shahombra. There are problem, Galapsi. And then your problem on Mamma, I don't know who Sammy.
It's just a question.
Oh, I think
say, I'm
a problem, Mammy.
Oh, now you're
me for saying Brandon as but on principle.
Yeah.
Say, because of Sir Bill Wait, about every like I said, chunk of people voted for N.D.C. because of how almost can't suffer.
Yeah.
It is a what back.
Not fit.
Every past also you're disappointed in that because I was say only problem with that time. Made them no problem because a part of the campaign promises. And based on that, they be probably free. Same as the 24-hour economy. I'm telling you, Gen Z is be brave for 2 about in my end because all my memo catch up. I don't think I was economy. Me to our N.D.C. Most of your man no kwa or copper no be kind of to my N.D.C. And then was you because of 24.
Yeah, the woman na say ebeba so.
Yati, we have barely 9 minutes to hit 12. Mr. Amoabeng Yabankobono ayede. In fact, I think it's a hot no a chain or the hot since I say next time the cherry high block ABCC the Edikuri the hotness. Also, Comonia Dana said Tamona, but 9 minutes here, my enough on this. We can't use the whole day to exhaust the chances of N.D.C. going forward. I know you will come back and then we can continue. But, sir, I was here somewhere. I was a 4 year as a video, no, meaning say, and I say to me, Abo Abayeti, a very unpalatable about me on the tea. So the Bayer commentary ballita over Chelsea, and I want Chelsea. Said Sebi. Ubia or check on your show, our TV or sumo hine cassia, our sumo way. Na or no, I see who your chair. Ubi, yes, and wash as a cocobo, such as Lina Brofobono, Ebida or the Etihona or Tour, and can MPP for flag bearers, flag bearer hopefuls this year, or another next year, Opase, or will be the MPP and Papacy or more a Sanquas or almost Sanquas 5. Na opinion in some you look or so ye say what is our 5 million egg na day or Mampani Mahama 8.5 or Mampani Mahama a way 5 million 5 no man goes to grant because my friends were look the
MPP of Darocha
and so we are nim so share again or hen or chat again at the source or Katsu Obey Atema Odin. Now, social media for a fan channel. Mine personally, I didn't want to
go booking for this week, the episode 1.
I didn't want to go into this, but
he wants to train.
But yeah, passe, Sasson will TB that what just will be so air them the back what you say, and it's not a passe. And I say, oh, let's have the video. I think it's about 1 or 2 minutes. Then we take our individual bites. Yeah.
Saki Skek, Victor Usu, Kofi Buzia. Professor Edubuahin, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sanquas compared to those. I call them the Sanquas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the Sanquas 5, Dr. Baumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Edichum, Honorable Kwabneji, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama here. You see, look, the MPP of Darocha, Saki Skek, Victor Usu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahin, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sanquas compared to those. I call them the Sanquas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the Sanquas 5, Dr. Baumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Edichum,
Honorable Kwabena, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama here. You see, look, the MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Owusu, Kofi Buzia, Professor Edubuahe, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just Sankwas compared to those. I call them the Sankwas 5. If President Mahama should decide to contest, this is how the scale will be. All the Sankwas 5, Dr. Baumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champong, Educhum, Honorable Kwabena, all 5 of them should not even go and choose one. It should be all 5 of them on one ballot paper against President Mahama. And this is how the scale will be. All of them there, and then Mahama, the wife who wants to be a first lady rather so very badly. I think the wife's ambition overshadows his own. As a matter of fact, if Dr. Baumia becomes president, he will be the 3rd person in control. I think so. I think the first person in charge of the actual country will be President Akufo-Addo and his Gabi Otridaku and co. They will actually be in charge. And then the second person will be, of course, his wife, who will be our first slave queen lady. And before it comes to Dr. Baumia himself, what is there for Dr. Baumia to prove now? Does he still think the fundamentals are weak? You see, people must genuinely want to be president, not just because of the power, the privilege, or the opportunity to steal. Or the wife.
Continue and I can see you continue.
I say,
Continue. Now, we know what the commercial. I need a band to master you on here this year. What would continue? What does it say?
Me cry, let me visit your mind.
No, not in the home.
Yes. Intimacy, you know, not just say. I was surprised. I couldn't hear what she said.
Yes, my board members of crowd.
Yeah. Well, I'm fat. Dressing a crown to
commodity.
Yeah.
Well,
Obia said we did money. Couldn't hear or in spite of everything, and yet, or you get was happy. And crown no shano baby, oh my for a shano baby. It is all Casasi, yeah. Yen might see her young Casasi. One Casai. In fact, I was sending chrome for money by patch. He was born in Casasa, penning Casasa, we granny grabs you. I said, no one private conference. I think it's a no dear anniversary or something like that. No, press. I think there was set up of press. You look like as a nipper of you. I said, no one shouldn't be no in common. But upon everything, there was press and then it was intentionally, it was planned. Yeah, he looked into a couple of them now. It's yes, or no, now from all cancer. I was said that Frey or Mono, Frey camera and him no cancer. And then to think of it. Oh, you know, did money. Now, Cassasia. Now, one for the now, obey Debbie. Penny, yes, some bow, Nasama says you.
No, it's a miracle.
Also, a slave queen.
It's a saint.
Just a maintenance.
Say, I lead in one day.
I don't know. How can you be a can of some? Why,
oh, you could be my idea. Says he's going on counts, and idea. Yes,
now when you cry, senior there, but 2 of them was here. Now, Casa say, yeah, the promo for more hair, I won't be country.
All right, Gabby, is it because almost say I don't know whether it's true, but if you know what I say, maybe I was in Mr. Amoabeng as a company go for the Subai Mizuka Hona, and my almost just say maybe it's a company airport and I will be at for double gas. One more catch on, sir, maybe a man what to hold a more chair, man, and I'm sorry, chair. It's not a baker home.
No, bacon.
I don't know, but that's what I had. Yes, I know what can
Even if not can't cry, it doesn't give you the right to.
The same command will justify the coup for
Exactly easy.
so no come on party and will justify the papa president.
No, can't.
Only Casasa.
Even if they have and to penny in Casasa.
There be
Penny in Casasa.
Is that a mistake here, fan? But Samira didn't a complete nonsense.
From
they are not going to cut me in slack at all. But say or catch say or see or share, also send your trouble or share politicians never. 5 now more representing MPP some pass and then I have
now was some pass to go some pass a casa trek.
That was the way you don't know.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Some pass donkey. Yes, I use
address
last grade.
What do I go
address in our panel because the being once a mile, no, or so can. I fear I saw can was about me see. Mahama and go for 5 to say, you're the to for practice.
Is that what me? A gentleman was
President Mahama Peso Sarania
or Paso to one guy, President Mahama bit my trousers we would be generally. Or by it in the idiot, the model who's in this debate that the
Kwasi Mensah. Papa, you say, or a crunty.
Yeah.
I will assume. Assume I will kedi.
Yeah.
Kwabi brim.
okay.
Omoka achem ebuakwa ho.
Yeah.
Achem aye three states. Kotoku, Osome, and ebuakwa. Ebuakwafo no ene baabi a ewura mapani da
Jennifer
Akufo-Addo
no friendly fee.
Enti assume being part of Kede na ye kwabi brim na ewo ebuakwa. It has nothing to do with politics.
I see.
Sansama okay. Me sure say in fact, title me Kronti hene.
Kronti.
It means one of
Kroninti.
Yes.
Kroninti.
Enti sabia son na money mu a onye dikuro. Na anka wa be brempon and wa be man hene. Enti we should treat him as contempt he deserves. Yebesre. Enkwade isuade.
Yes.
Kwade isuade. Me no ka say no ya yewura Muhammad ya to say numerous no.
Yeah.
Young film started and para bring young Oko Finland professors and a child they are crutch.
Yeah.
And the basics.
It has no people teachers naturally they were crutch.
And it's a winner penny as 7 previous when you say na what you to see a conya tuntum so.
What shall we train? Now, but the answer na light be so so more. That's what I believe.
So, bia nana assume hene. Enya we.
Yeah, no way. I'm not sure. So
yeah, menim say almost some kede man hene. We oko kan dia beka wo mu nyina. Oko kan beka jase. O beka chia me hene. Akom. Who ka kan obia. Ye besre ahemfo. Ye revere mo de mutumi ni fi na me so. Na so se binum se kasa dia. Menye ba bi onkonyo mutumi ni fi. De besre mo. Monim huni na yenso ni mo ni bi. Enti de metimi aka no.
Mo de kasa Kofi.
Yes. Manya de kasa na kan no. I was say pempi no say wo mayuko bi mu na se obi ye bibi na nya. Ye wo mu ni ti no na ye fo ano so.
Ana say kama ye ndia.
What I say na ye fo ano so but kasa wa kasa eche say ye sua bibi. Oh, politics.
I'm saying, yeah, that's what N.D.C. knew.
N.D.C.
Make okay. The grace and me content and approaching me, yes, so yes. And our appointment now, Brother Mahama by when you're in
Abia, and so, but the new crowd and more who can say Cassasa. Because we continue or he do what, and I just sanity. Or didn't Chijau?
Yeah. Let me start a while.
Until I said, or he know I was sent as a friend. Now, Yaki. Now, my apologizing, my about me.
Yeah,
and was said, Sebi, or Bower for now, conference, slave queen. I was saying, my book room, and the man who are him. Women's rings near one way.
So, politicians for Hokata, man, I don't be a no. So, about your politician now who could be
there be women ring on one hand there by somebody was said to a monk. Why a pass of Casafa, Yamame Samara. Eso mupa near to a moka. He was Papa and Casai.
Yeah. Monica, CJ, Gabby, or we be Fana and catch on over fire.
I never offer. I'm just, I feel like punishment.
Yeah.
No, it's not nice. Because Penny Casasa, or me offer be anyone who Casasi. So I feel like to say that Makana, they should just punish him.
Punish. Reminding well, before Sebeko, my anchor was said now dream was on a veteran gospel musician, Mamitiwa, Efrim, yeah, Mamitiwa, one of Asunani, any of our support. Mamitiwa saw microphone and Kakawa Winimuno. Na obo de pene na oje ne mo no so ne soprano ne so
na kasi bisa na rapaholic baby wajina
I was see the good spine ma kasi enya za kuto onipa o baby ko ma meti wa so eje ho ya esenya me se on fa no ko dojo and weekend no you say if you that so bad any who say after World Cup fixtures no omo ahihye and say Ghana is a good group L and yet LGBT a group L Panama Ebebo Ewo Toronto a year June 17th Ewo Canada Ebebo and Panama for me was over World Cup that yes I ye Colonial Masters England and so Ebishia or Boston Massachusetts USA June 23 and also and the if you are here, there's a whole one on your call. No, and the anima, you say, Ebeko, Nayako, and they sign Croatia, and Super or Philadelphia, and so USA June 27th, 2026. It's 2026 World Cup on Ghana, who will be the first matches in Ebeko Akopi, and England, Croatia, and Panama, and the Walk One Group L. Meaning, say, a buying if you know, I more one boy or more ever boy in no, I may appreciate a matches one, and Mubena government supporters union, more appreciate more car, more friendly. I'm a number of the better. The union of Kwasi should see you go on. Come on, see you rich in that. And media dance. Consider you tell to cry me too. I'm coming, me, my porting, Nitino na amane so far I think that we are through with today's program. So bibi agoya fache kakra iguso yeshusu ya se yebebe na yatsna ha na ya no amano ayofe se ya all the time no so ni beje opasa o ya advert opase o adebia ebo hu de uruma wa obetumi aba open baby aye video call and a video message bi ama hokafo bi obuchire ya say fa phone see na me hwade ye fa phone see na me hwade I don't have a comfortable space now for my professional income and fan command or do our people cry aye addition and I say preaching na me asem ninyina no we can rent you the studio, we can rent you some of our gadgets to do for you. We a musician, we a skate, we a day, we here say a trap video and in now me a trap video no at the amount of fair. And now really say a show say as part of our programs we are also going to introduce live panel discussions in the evenings as well. CJ is working at that, one for social issues, one for political issues, because the political year in a democracy every year is a political year. What I say, and be real fees. So Ayakai said overshare ye handles you feed on Facebook and I say on YouTube. Na afi watadi ye na we can cry a message ebe kind na di sawo so no aka cha for say Afro City Extra Kwasi Mensah always sit hot in the morning edwada ukwada na ifia nyame adoma ukwada ebe sa ehia me ken wasi for MIB ewo ekomodi Women's Commissioner esi wa introduce some project bia or pass a good komo. As usual, I have another resource person account. Edward Financial. Yami, N.D.C. beside a share. I have to see Yakram. Bye bye.